Hello, people of the internet. What's up? What's up? Hey, thank you for liking the stream right out the gate. It's Monday evening, and we're going to be sacrificing Senua tonight. New game. Camito's really excited about it. He really wants to come up and say hi. So what's up? What's the good word, folks? Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. So yeah. Yeah. Everything's good. Hopefully, yep, it was a good day for me. It was a Monday. It was a Monday. Lots of work. Which is good. Better to have more work than no work. You know what I mean? But yeah. Oh, had a glitch there. But I think it's back. I think it's back. Anyways, yep. It was a good day. Good day overall. Overall. Yep. Yep, just putzing around. Playing a new game tonight. We're going to be playing Hellblade. Senua's Sacrifice. Supposed to be pretty good. I have never played it before. But we'll see how it goes. It could be a train wreck. There's always hope. There's always hope for a train wreck. But we shall see, we shall see. We'll see. Anyway. Welcome to the stream, everybody. It is Monday, January 11th. Monday, January 11th. Oy vey. It's weird. It's weird. More debugging to do. But in the 2 PC setup, sometimes I drop packets and they strewed about all over the floor. I don't even know why. Strewn about packets all over the floor. Who knows why? I sure as hell don't. But such is life. Such is life. Folks on Facebook, welcome to the stream. Folks on YouTube, welcome to the stream. And last but not least, my folks on Twitch, welcome to the stream. If you happen to be over watching on Periscope, don't worry, that'll be over soon. But we keep doing it because it's available. And it integrates nicely with Twitter, right? It's got a nice little interface on Twitter. And I use Twitter. I use Twitter a lot. It's probably the only social network that I use on the daily. Like, I'm on Facebook. I do things on Facebook. I do a lot of trolling on Facebook. But I actually use Twitter. So, anyways. I'm going to fire this up. Fire it up. And see what kind of trouble we can get into. I have not started this game. So I have no idea if it requires more installation. But we are about to find out. And we do it live. There goes the steam. The steam is going. Ooh, Ninja Theory. The Unreal Engine. Warning, this game contains representations of psychosis. And we're going to play this game with a controller. Because we can. Give me those very invested in this game. Ruh-roh. I think that works more better if I plug in the controller. Controls. Photo mode on. Run toggle. We might have to play with the keyboard and mouse. Like, I thought this game did good on a controller, but maybe that was fake news. The gamma looks good to me. Control. Oh, there it goes. There it goes. Xbox 360 controller. Okay, it just decided to take its sweet time. All right. Run, toggle, no. Invert, no. Vibration, yes. I don't know anything about that. Fast strike. Heavy strike. Melee. Evade. Lock. Run. Focus. Interact. Got it. Beautiful. All right. I think we're ready. I think we are ready. We are ready, Freddy. Oi, 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 oi. Let's see here. Yeah. Yep. That we do not want. Oi, 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 oi. I think that's it. I think that's it. Just making sure the stream settings and audio look good for the game so far. I think the background music audio level is a little high, but y'all have to let me know. All right. We're good to go. Let's go sacrifice Senua. I think it's Senua's sacrifice. So we're going to say Senua. We're sacrificing Senua.
Hello. Who are you? Doesn't matter. safe with me. I'll be right here, nice and close so I can speak without alerting the others. Let me tell you about Senua.
Senua. That's how you say it.
The story has already come to an end, but now it begins anew.
What's happening? It's breathing. Dead. It's breathing. He knows she's getting closer. He can feel her coming closer. She's getting closer. They're watching. They're watching.
This is a journey deep into darkness. There will be no more stories after this one.
What is she doing? Why is she doing this? They're watching. Why doesn't she turn coming? She's doing this for him. She wants to rescue him. He's already dead. Feel you coming. Quiet.
Oh, how rude of me. I never told you of the others. You hear them too, right? They've been around ever since the tragedy. Well, that's not quite true. Some are old, some are new, but they've changed.
I don't know if it's supposed to sparkle like that, but it's sparkly.
It's changed them, just like it changed her.
Can you see them? Over there. Why isn't she looking? Why aren't you looking? He's in Hellhigh.
Look, up ahead. You see it too?
You promised you gave.
Yes, it is real after all. She's finally arrived in the land of mist and fog. The place the Northmen call Hell.
Turn back. Go back. Go back. It's not safe. Go back. Go back. Go back. It's not safe.
It's there. They're here.
You see that?
Look around and you will see them. The drowned, the sick, the slain. Here they lie, rotting in the fields and rivers of hell. But the dead don't always lie still here.
You see them?
This is not a place of rest.
You can't do this. Go back. Go back. They're going to do that to you. Can you see them? Can you see them? They're going to do that to you. They're watching.
This
Can you?
doesn't seem right.
You feel them watching?
No, I guess it is. I don't know what the little sparklies are, though.
Watching her. You're so close to the darkness. Go back. Can you feel it?
What is she thinking? I can tell you. She's afraid. Wouldn't you be? You'd think she would get used to it by now after so many years. But the darkness, it just builds onto itself, growing stronger, towering over her. You might try and ignore it, turn away. But it's always there, just out of
Yeah,
sight.
I don't know if all this is supposed to be that way, but
It's like it knows that just enough light
I mean, it seems to be changing.
is all you need to see its suffocating power. thinks she's brave to go on this journey on her own. But it isn't bravery that drives her. Bravery only means something to those afraid of death. Senua's fear runs far, far deeper. What is she looking at? What is she leaving behind? I know what she's thinking. I hear her thoughts. It's not too late to get into the boat and go back. No one will judge her. No one will ever know.
Yeah, I don't think
Oh, she heard us.
this is right.
There's no going back.
I think the graphics are freaking out. Which is weird. So this experiment may be over before it starts. Knock this down. No, it's still sparkly. Weird. I wonder if we knock it down to low and put this guy back up to our native resolution. Yeah, something in the texture map and the graphic settings are high seems to cause it to sparkle. You see that? View effects. Nope. Post processing. I guess it's the shadows. Nope. Maybe it's the post processing. Yeah, look at that. When I turn post processing on, let's see. All right, we'll put this back up to very high and post processing low. It's still sparkly. What a bummer. Yeah. Okay. So VSync, turn that on. Got it. And quality, we'll leave this to low. And we'll say post-process our foliage, very high. Textures, very high. View distance, very high. View effects, very high. View effects, low. What is view effects? Set the quality of special effects. Higher settings will result in better quality of particle, lights, and reflections. See, I think that's what's the problem. Yeah, see, post-processing makes it go crazy. Well, let's see how well this plays. Like, at least now we can see the game.
Who are you?
All right, let's try this all over again.
Doesn't matter. Welcome. You're safe with me. I'll be right here, nice and close so I can speak without alerting the others. Let me tell you about Senua. Her story has already come to an end, but now it begins anew.
What's happening? It's breathing. The head. It's breathing. It's breathing. He knows she's getting closer. He can feel her coming.
Appreciate you liking the stream.
She's getting closer. They're watching the head. They're watching.
This is a journey deep.
Yeah, you see, the particle effects are going crazy all over again. Like, I can't go any lower. I mean, I guess I could. It's got to be a driver issue. Yeah, it does still happen at 1080, man. This is a brand new game. I haven't actually played this game before, so this is quite literally the first time I'm firing it up. So yeah, it totally happens at 1080 still. It happens at 1440 as well. So disco lights. Let's see. Weird shadows flicker on Senua's face. I'm consulting the Google. Oh, yeah, there it is. Flickering green lights. Same flickering. Looks like a NVIDIA driver problem. A color depth issue. Well, yeah, according to like a NVIDIA forum that I'm looking at right now, it looks like a color depth issue. Well, that's a bummer.
Deep into
Like,
darkness.
the texture map here looks terrible now, and it still flickers.
What is she doing? Why is she doing this? They're watching. Why isn't she turn coming? She's doing this for him. She wants to rescue him. He's already dead. I can feel you coming. Quiet.
See, it seems to subside after some
Rude of me. I never told you of the others.
parts, but
Nothing too
like if I up the post processing in any way, shape, or form, it goes berserk. It doesn't seem to be any kind of a VSync issue. But yeah, like there's the view effects and it goes insane. Yeah, I believe you're right. I believe it is the reflections. So like if I change actually here, if I change the quality settings to very high, set post processing to low and view effects to low, it's playable.
They've been around ever since the tragedy.
But and I assume the little particle effects are, like you said,
Some are old.
reflections off the water.
Some are new, but they've changed.
But it's peculiar.
I think the darkness.
It sure
changed
is
her,
peculiar.
just like it changed her.
Yikes indeed.
Why isn't she looking? Why aren't you looking? He's in hell high.
Look, up ahead.
Hell high.
You see it too.
You promised you came.
Yes. It is real after all. She's finally arrived in the land of mist and fog.
Little body in the water.
And call hell.
It's an unintended feature. Yeah, yeah.
It's not safe. Go back. Go back. Go back.
It's an unrealized feature. You know what I mean? I'll just take my glasses off and it'll look like particle effects are happening all the time anyways. At least now it's playable. My first like couple of minutes through the game and this was just a mess.
The drowned, the sick, the slain. Here they lie, rotting in the fields and rivers of hell. But the dead don't always lie still here. This is not a place of rest.
Can't do this. Go back.
Go back.
They're going to do that to you. Can you see them? Can you see them? They're going to do that to you. They're watching.
Watching.
Can you feel them watching? They're watching her.
I think it adds to the
Watching her.
scare factor.
You're so close to the darkness. Go back. Can you feel it?
What is she thinking? I can tell you. She's afraid. Wouldn't you be? You'd think she would get used to it by now after so many years. But the darkness, it just builds onto itself, growing stronger, towering over her. You might try and ignore it. Turn away.
Turn away.
But it's always there, just out of sight, where you're most vulnerable. It's like it knows that just enough light is all you need to see its suffocating power.
Well then.
They can feel you.
I can't skip this
You
part,
might think
so
she's brave to go on this journey on her own.
We just get to endure the flickering for a few minutes more.
Bravery only means something to those afraid of death.
Have you all played this game before?
Fear runs far, far deeper.
I appreciate liking the stream. Only the VR version, but it's identical. You know what? I haven't played the VR version. This bundle that I got
I know what
included the VR version,
I hear her thoughts.
but
It's not too late to get into the boat and go back. No one will judge her. No one will ever know. Oh, she heard us.
huh.
There's no going back. You can't do it.
Senua pushes away a world that conspired to cause so much suffering. There's nothing to go back to, and worse to look forward to. Why don't you join us?
Okay,
Maybe you too have a part to play in this story.
maybe. Can I save it? Huh. I guess not. Yeah, as you know, as I get away from the water, it seems to
Use your eyes. Why isn't she looking closer? She needs to look closer. Focus.
Do not forget my stories, Senua. Because your
Okay.
darkness comes from hell, and your fate lies there. They say
All right,
the
all right.
burning of a corpse will take you straight to Hela's gate, but gods and the living will follow this path. You must leave the Isles of Orkney across the eastern sea and find a road that leads north and down through deep, dark valleys. After 9 nights of riding, you will follow a great river and will find a bridge covered in gold. The path to Helheim goes from there, across the River of Knives that flows from the dark world of Niflheim.
okie dokie. There's run. Zoom in.
Darkness is coming. Yearns for life. Hungers for it. Like a pack of wolves on a hunt. But she's not stopping. Not this time.
Well, that's intense.
Can you see it?
The land of mist and fog. The old fool was right. What was it he said? The river of knives across which lies the halls of hell. The place they call Helheim.
He's lost. He's lost.
Where are you?
Nathan, appreciate the follow. Welcome to the stream.
There's no doubt about it. The source of the darkness is in Helheim. And the goddess Hela holds his soul there.
Wonder if the disco lights is my monitor.
Dillian.
See if I can change the settings on the display. Just for shits and grins. See if it makes a difference. It doesn't seem to. Full screen borderless? Yeah, I'm going to try that next. Yeah, no. Changing the monitoring setting or the monitor settings didn't do a darn thing. Or windowed full screen. No. Nothing, nothing. Yeah, see. Any attempt to add quality. Oh, high seems to be mostly playable. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It's very peculiar. There's a couple posts on just had a look at the Google, and this is hella weird. Yeah, totally. There's a few posts on some NVIDIA forums that basically state that there could be some driver issues. There was some driver issues with the 20 series, and so I suspect there may be some driver issues with the 30 series.
He's already dead.
But we'll see.
There's nothing she can do. She's going to save him. She's not going to save him. She'll never
I wonder if can we.
make it to Helheim. She can't.
Well, let's go a little further into the game.
Helheim.
I can revert to the previous game ready driver and see if that makes any better or makes any
But
difference.
she does remember that only the
If you do happen to find something on the Google, let me know.
that part wasn't so easy to forget. The old fool said there was a hidden path to it. Let's see, shall we?
Can't go out any further. I guess we go up. It's a pretty game. Especially, you know, if I could get rid of the disco effect. I just saw a save token, so let's see here. Oh yeah.
That's it. That's the way. Keep going, whatever you do, don't stop. You can't. Quickly, go, quickly.
Huh.
Just drop down. What is she doing now? What's down there? Turn around. Why did she do that? She shouldn't have done it. She can't go back now.
No, this is it. The hidden path.
It's going to hurt you. It's dangerous.
Don't kill me. I'm not one of them. Don't listen. I was just hiding. I find I live longer that way. Don't listen. I'm never let the bastards catch me again. Never! Wait. Who are you? It's just a memory.
Druth? Is that you?
For my tales of the Northmen, they call me Druth.
Huh. Druth.
An old fool. Druth is my truth.
It's good to see you again. You kept your vow.
Guide you in this life and the next. I will tell you my stories of hell, if I may walk with you.
Tell me your stories again, old friend. I'm listening.
The runes see
The runes.
hell. Focus your inner eye, and you too will see what's hidden in plain sight.
I can see one.
Hold it in your mind's eye. Find one like it to open the gate.
See what happens if you focus.
Find one like it to open the gate. I guess you have to find a rune.
He's not
Huh.
It's near. Look towards the gate, and the gate will open.
Okay. Look towards the gate and the gate will open.
The gate is open. Go through the gate. Go through it. It's dangerous. Follow it.
It worked.
Interesting. Oh, that's kind of awesome and freaky.
I spent 6 years enslaved in hell, but I watched the Northmen, learned their ways.
I know you did.
You listened when everyone else laughed. My people paid a heavy price. Carry my stories with you, and together we will make the Northmen feel our fury.
Yeah. I'm going to try to restart the game and see if that at all helps. Because the flickering is driving me insane. And if we can't figure flickering out, then I'll figure it out another time. And we'll reconvene on Senua's sacrifice. But it's peculiar. It's very peculiar. It's enough to drive you insane, though. I'll tell you that. Let's take a look at the GeForce Experience details. Current. Optimize. Let's see if that makes any improvement. I don't know. I don't know if it will. Ninja Theory. Otherwise, like I said, we'll call it audible. Play something else until I can figure out. I mean, the game does come with a warning that says that representations of psychosis and the flickering lights, I think, count. I think the flickering lights count. But we'll see. No, that's worse. It's worse in literally every way. Photo mode off. Nope. Yeah. Select the HDR, the color gamut for HDR output display. Nope. Computer says no. Like, playing on low makes it playable. Albeit not very, I mean, it's still kind of pretty, right? Still kind of nice looking game. But it's kind of a bummer. I'll be honest, it's kind of a bummer. Kind of a bummer. Let's see. I wonder if I can tinker with the settings from the GeForce point of view. Better quality. No. Nope, not much we can tinker here with. Not much. This is the game ready driver. You have the latest version. As of like 2 days ago. There's a studio driver. And then there's the game driver. Ay, 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 ay. Well, let's see here. We're on a display port. Reset all information. Picture. Standard mode. Color tone. Normal. Gamma. Normal. Game mode. On. Response time. Let's leave that alone. See if that makes any difference. I don't know. Maybe it's the cable. Maybe it's I don't know. We'll have to tinker with it. Last time though, if it doesn't go, then well, we'll play some Cyberpunk. For full 3D. No, that's even worse than it was. I wonder if there's a way to change like the HDR intensity and stuff like that. I wonder. Let's go take a look. HDR and brightness settings. It doesn't show help with HDR resolution. Hellblade Reddit. I don't think there's much we can change, much we can tweak. At least not in the menu, right? It doesn't mean there's not much we can't tweak, though. HDR intensity. Well, yeah, it doesn't look like there's anything we can do within the game. We can go look at the game files, though, and take a look at that. Bum, 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 bum. Games, Steam library, Steam apps, common, Hellblade, Hellblade game, content, Hellblade shipping, engine, config. That's for the controller. Let's see. Properties. This is the game binary. Compatibility. Change DPI settings. Yeah. A total bummer. Run compatibility troubleshooter. Try the recommended settings. Let's try it. We'll run it in Windows 8 compatibility mode. Ooh, that sure has pissed it off. Hey there, Shihab? Yeah. You finishing Zero Dawn? I will finish it here. Is on Zero Dawn. We're not playing Zero Dawn anymore. We're done with that game. But yeah, we finished it last week. Shahib. Yeah, I'm pronouncing your name terribly, and I apologize for that. Man, yeah, Hellblade is just not playable. There seems to be a graphics driver issue if you see that twinkle that's around the character. That's just a no can do. So I'm actually going to restart the stream here in just a second and play some Cyberpunk instead. That's the and I will figure out the Hellblade problems and go from there. Because yeah, it's unplayable at this point, unfortunately. Unfortunately. Shihab. All right. Now I will not make that mistake again. Anyways, how are you doing tonight? How are things? Let's see. Well, there is a config op that we can throw at this. Let's see if that makes any difference. App data local. Hellblade. Saved config. Saved config. Windows, no editor. Game user settings.ini. Photo mode, DSLR, subtitles enabled, combat difficulty auto. That's what we expect. HDR display output nits. B, use HDR display output. False. Use screen height. False. That's it. Enjoy a high dynamic range of color. Well, I wonder if we can throw this in here. So did you finish Horizon Zero Dawn? Or are you still working on it? Looking at the config file, there's a setting regarding HDR. Most TVs, even the ones that claim HDR, do not support this high of brightness. Perhaps lowering the number may help. Well, okay. Well, let's try it. We'll set this to true. And we'll set this to 128. One more time for the one time. That should tell the game that it's allowed to use an HDR signal if one is available and lower the overall nits, which might make the sparkling go away. We'll see. Let's see what the graphics. Look at that. Now I can change the HDR settings. Confirm. Very high. Apply. Confirm. Escape. Continue. Nope, it's just as bad. It wasn't the HDR. It's quite literally something in the post processing. Rec 20. Yeah, see the view effects. As soon as the view effect, it's like the particle effects just go insane. I almost feel like it's the RTX stuff. because yeah, as soon as we turn everything to low, it more or less works. It still gives me a crazy particle effect, like I'm tripping on acid, but HDR on. Like, the game looks great. The HDR stuff looks fantastic. I think the gamma is too high right now, but unfortunately, the game is just kind of unplayable. HDR output display nits. Let's go see if we can fix that. That's an Unreal Engine setting. Da, 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 dun. Yeah, because I think the nits should be way lower. I don't accept your cookies. Traditional TVs offer a brighter range of 100 to 500 nits. Well, I guess that can just stay at 1,000. I wonder if I can turn off RTX. We'll minimize this. I don't even know if that's a thing. Yeah, according to this forum, which is old, I have a 1080 Ti, it runs smooth, options maxed, 3D vision, convergence is working, update all. Yeah, these are driver fixes. I don't need a driver fix. Let's see. NVIDIA control panel. Pretty boring stream tonight. Sorry about that. I was hoping to dive into the game, but It doesn't seem like it wants me to. Default. It's used in the video color settings. Sure. One more time for the one time. Like, game looks great from the load screen. Hey there. Appreciate you liking the stream. Welcome. I don't know if we're going to get this game to go, though. Yeah, man. Look at that. Looks terrible. Same. The only way to get it to go even remotely functional is to disco on the load screen and everyone is invited. Yeah, absolutely. You see that? I mean, you see the, like, the only way to make it not so disco-y is to set the particle effects to, well, not the particle effects, but the graphic effects, the view effects to low. See, if I change these guys, like, I can make the game look halfway decent, you know, when it's still image. Otherwise, it's like part Mass Effect, part Hellblade, part Insanity. Like, the game looks great, minus the ridiculous particle effect. Yeah, and I'm not sure if it's an issue with my monitor or if it's an issue with the game or with the graphics driver. I mean, it is an older game, and so yeah. Well, I mean, maybe this was the right week to take acid. So yeah, if I crank everything to very high, it's playable. But as soon as I turn on view effects, it becomes unplayable. That's a joke that I'm too old for that. No, same shit. Same shit. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's my, well, Maybe it's my capture card. Maybe it's a capture device. I didn't even think to think that. I didn't even think to think that. Avermedia Central. Let's take a look at the capture device. Yeah. Gaming utility. Okay. Change resolution. Let's see here. I can change the resolutions. I wonder if I can change the color. What are we at? We get a 1920 by 1080 at 59 hertz with an 8-bit display. Well, no, I don't think it is the capture. I don't even see anyone commenting on it online, which is weird. Yeah, exactly. It's a like I've seen. I went through a couple different forums as I was tinkering with all of this and tried to figure out what was going on. Um, there are some forums where they're saying that the driver is was causing similar problems, flickering, but it was resolved in a driver fix. Then again, that was for a 1080 Ti. I have a 3090. So I don't think it's quite the same, but nonetheless, standard resolution 1920. Now, well, that's weird. But it didn't help. I turned HDCP off on the capture card, but that doesn't seem to have helped. It's still disco mode. Huh. Hum diddy hum hum hum. I wonder if. So what I'm doing right now is I'm capturing from the PC, from the gaming PC, to the streaming PC using a mirrored link. Well, let's try that. I'm going to turn off the mirror, so I'll keep the camera running, but the display link is about to shut down on the gaming PC. That is. Show only one. Keep the changes. So that turns that off. 4K, all the things. $59,997 8-bit RGB SDR. Okay. Just resetting all my settings. Resetting all the settings to see if the game at least plays locally, even if not being captured, not being mirrored. I'm wondering if there's an issue with it being mirrored over DisplayPort. Which would be weird, but, you know, not entirely unheard of. No, it's no better. Just so you know. It's still all pixie effect. Lots of pixie effect. It's got to be a driver problem. Well, that was a good experience. Kind of a bummer. I ain't gonna lie. I was kind of looking forward to the sacrifice of Senua, but I guess the sacrifice that had to be made was the game. What a bummer. What a bummer. Yeah, no, it's doing it locally. I see the same crazy pixie effects as you do. So yeah, it's doing it. It's not just the capture, unfortunately. I just turned the capture off actually, just to try it. And negative. Negative Ghost Rider. Pattern is full. So yeah, now I turned the capture back on. And when I say I turned the capture back on, I quite literally turned it off within Windows, so it was no longer mirroring the displays. So yeah, it's definitely not something in path. It's something happening locally on the game. You know what I'm going to do is, which I'm not going to do right this very second, but I will do, is to see if I can play it on my stream PC directly using my RX 580 instead of the RTX 3090, and see if it is just because I have the two different graphics cards. So I will see if the issue is really just a matter of display settings / drivers. Which would be a bummer if it is. If that's the issue, that would be a bummer. I would be upset. Not necessarily upset. Upset is the wrong word. I would not be upset. I would be frustrated. Because I have a significantly more powerful, significantly better graphics card. They cannot play the game. I wonder if there's something on the intertubes. Let's see. Hellblade. Unreal Engine 5. Okay. So I wonder if there's an RTX 3090 Unreal Engine 5. Nothing that stands out. Huge flickering. What is the problem? Video attached. That's not my problem. But I'll bite. No conclusion. So that's exciting. Fortnite graphics flickering. Oops. Let's see. I think it's more like a particle flickering. After an update to 4.12, we found many particles to be flickering at random. Okay, I found a bug. Not only do some particles flicker, many shaders seem to as well. Thank you, Cap. Interesting. Setting the fixed bound seems to have solved it for me. Well, that's not useful. That's not useful. See, I saw this error, or I saw this forum post, but it's old, right? This is a flickering, green flickering. So that's not what I have, but it's similar. Similar in the flicker effect world. But if I scroll all the way to the bottom, I think they basically said that it was a driver issue. I would get off the driver. Get this one instead. Restart Windows. So that's pretty much basically saying there was a driver problem. GeForce. This was 5 days ago. I have this. I think I have this driver. Pretty sure. Yeah, 461.9, 461.9. Yep. Yep. I got that one. Not much. I mean, it could be a Windows bug too, right? I mean, like I said, it's an old game. So we might be sunk. Womp womp. We might be sunk. Which is a bummer. Failing with style. But what are we going to do about it? Nothing. And who are we going to complain about it to? Ourselves. So, yeah, there's that. So, there's that. Take a hammer to it. Yeah, gotta beat it up a bit. Smash it up a bit. Smashy, smashy. It's, yeah. It's kind of a bummer. Not gonna lie. But, don't worry. My ADHD will not let me let this go. So I'm going to figure it out. It may not be today, might not be tomorrow, but figure it out we will. So yeah, there's that. And so there's that. Let's see. Oh, I will. Just a matter of time. I may not figure it out. NVIDIA might figure it out before me. Fix it with a new driver update. Seems like a Wednesday problem. Something that future Kevin can worry about. This is what I'm thinking too. So the question is, where do we go from here? Where do we go from here? We can fire back up some Cyberpunk. We could play something else. I am thinking play some Cyberpunk. It's a good way to end the day, take the stress out of life. Well, like I'm a a sysadmin, which is like driving a car, which is on fire, through a field, which is also on fire. I forget how that T-shirt goes. I mean, the last time we played Cyberpunk, it was pretty good, pretty eventful, if you will. We did lots of good things until the game crashed. So we could do that again. We got a red bubbly. So I mean, really, what could go wrong? What could go wrong? All right, I gotta change the stream. 1 second. Just stream change successfully. Oh yeah, little jumpy, like like there's like it's dropping packets. That's not good. Hopefully, that's not a thing. I mean, that would cap an evening of high quality streams. I have to say. Let's see.